Moscow kicks off a large-scale vaccination campaign today with the Russian-made Sputnik vaccine against COVID-19. The country says it's produced around 2 million doses to date and will distribute the vaccine free of charge. Doctors, teachers, and social workers are among those first in line to receive the jab. The rollout is going ahead even though clinical trials have not yet been completed.
Sergei Satanovsky took the leap after seeing friends fall ill with COVID-19. The journalist at DW's Russian service says he did a lot of research into the vaccine before signing up for trials. I decided for myself that at the very least the vaccine is safe, and in the best case it will be effective, if they give me the vaccine rather than the placebo. Before they vaccinated me, they told me it was safe. But they gave me a life insurance policy anyway. In case of death, my relatives will receive the equivalent of around 22,000 euros in compensation. In case I become disabled, they'll get up to 17,000 euros. But I doubt that will happen. Around 40,000 people have already taken part in trials for Sputnik V, one of the two Russian vaccines. Trials for both are ongoing, but the vaccines are already registered and being rolled out across Russia. Doctors and teachers are first in line to receive the jab, which authorities have emphasized will be free and voluntary. But there have already been media reports of people being put under pressure by their employers to sign up. The Union of Medical Workers is being put under pressure to agree to getting vaccinations. But we have also seen mass refusals and even resignations. Of course, that isn't improving our healthcare system. Not all teachers say they are on board with a vaccination scheme either. We are supposed to sign saying we will carry the risk. So if I got vaccinated, I would be risking my health without any guarantees that the vaccine won't have a negative effect on my body. That's why I would like to have the choice whether I want to get vaccinated or not. And Russia isn't just rolling out Sputnik V to its own population. It has already delivered samples of the vaccine to Serbia, Hungary, and Venezuela. And it also has production deals with several countries, including India and China. Experts say the goal is to show that Russia is a scientific superpower. The vaccination can be compared with a space race. The main thing is to stake a claim on being first, the first country who produced a vaccine and the first to start vaccinating people. We won't find out what effect the vaccine had until a year or two from now, or which one was the most successful, this one, the British one, or the American one. But Sergei Satanovsky is hoping for more than politics. After getting the first of 2 jabs, he had a fever but quickly felt fine. Now he's hoping the Russian vaccine will keep him safe from the coronavirus, along with thousands of others getting the jab across the country.
Well, for more, we're joined now by DW's Moscow correspondent, Emily Sherwin. Emily, good to see you. So that journalist, Sergei Satanovsky, who we just saw in the report, you actually work with him in Moscow. Do you know how he's doing after getting vaccinated?
He's feeling absolutely fine. He's been going to work in recent days as well. He said that he got a slight fever, in the evening of the jab, and that continued the next day. But then his temperature went down and he started feeling totally fine. He has one more jab ahead in a few weeks. And apparently he's been told that after the first jab, 40 days after that, he should get antibodies. So he's hoping for that. Phase 3 trials, such as the ones that Sergei underwent, are actually continuing on both of the vaccines that Russia has already registered and is now rolling out in clinics like this one behind me.
Now, Emily, we understand that the clinic where you are standing is a place where people are going to be vaccinated today. Can you tell us a bit more about how exactly the vaccine is being rolled out there?
Things are pretty quiet here at this clinic, which is, so far at least, which is one of 70 points across Moscow where the vaccine is being rolled out starting today. Moscow is the first place where the vaccine is being rolled out in Russia. That rollout will be continuing apparently over the next week across Russia. That is at least what President Vladimir Putin announced in an order last week. Teachers, doctors, and social workers will be first in line to get the vaccine. Apparently, people can sign up on a government website, and yesterday we heard news that thousands of people, 5,000 people, had already signed up for the jab. Today, here in Moscow, Russia is the fourth most infected country, but despite that, in this second wave of the coronavirus, we haven't seen very strict lockdown measures here, including in Moscow, which has been the most affected by this virus. Restaurants here have to close from 11 p.m., but they can stay open. There's no lockdown for people to stay home. People are being encouraged to work from home, however, and the government and the authorities have repeated that the situation is under control and that they don't want to lock the country down, perhaps because of this vaccine that they're rolling out now.
All right, DW's Emily Sherwin reporting from Moscow. Thank you. All right, let's have a look at some of the other developments in the coronavirus pandemic. The World Health Organization has warned that the vaccines on the horizon should not lead to complacency. It says the virus is still spreading fast and that masks and other measures will be needed for the foreseeable future. Portugal has extended its state of emergency by 2 weeks. Much of the country is currently under lockdown to curb the spread of the virus. And the U.S. Centers for Disease Control is, for the first time, recommending the universal use of face masks outside the home because viral transmission is now at such a high level in the country.